Now, the last time I did a standalone MagBak review was 6 years ago. Dang. Now, I'm a big fan of their wallet accessory and subsequently their cases, but there's one accessory that they dropped recently that's kind of impressed me, which is a pretty hard thing to do these days. The best thing about this product is that just buying the case gets you a car mount. Now in the next few minutes, Val and I are going to cover the design, protection of the case. We're going to talk about the functionality of all the magnets on the back and all the other accessories that you can get. And then we'll end it off with MagBak's Achilles Heel. The MagBak case looks very similar to an Apple silicone case. The biggest difference we've noticed is that the MagBak case doesn't have the same rubbery grip as the Apple version. In fact, it's the least grippiest of the silicone cases we've used with our iPhones for the last couple of years, but the texture is still miles ahead of the clear cases when it comes to texture and handling. In general, the build quality of the case is top-notch when it comes to these thinner cases. Cheaper brands won't bother strengthening the tiny piece of silicone above the lightning cutout, but MagBak does. Also, the seams of the case are visible but very smooth, so you won't notice them on a day-to-day basis. Other notable things are the oversized corners that provide your iPhone screen a bit more clearance when placed face down and a bit more drop protection for the corners. Another subtle feature are the edges along the case, as the case itself looks quite loose, but there is an aggressive edge to it, which causes the case edge to sit flush on the iPhone, so the edges are actually hard to pull off. They're actually hard to get to because of that angle and that aggressive edge. The average case has rounded edges, which are just easier to pull apart. On this iPhone 13 Pro Max, the gap between the screen protector and the case edge is actually almost non-existent, which is very, very neat. It feels very, very smooth. It's a very solid unit. Our biggest gripe with the MagSafe case is that it's a bit susceptible to fingerprinting, so if greasy cases is quite unappealing to you, make sure you get a lighter colored one. Now, MagBak is one of the OGs of magnetic cases. They've been making magnetic mounts for iOS devices since about 2013. My first MagBak product was for my iPhone 6 Pluses, and from my understanding, the layout of the magnets hasn't really changed. Now, I'm only saying this, and I know it's anecdotal, but the mag strip that I stuck in my cart 9 years ago is still there, and it still works with the latest cases. In the last year or so, MagBak has added MagSafe to their lineup, so the back of the case is actually mostly just magnets. Now, like Peak, MagBak doesn't use Apple-looking magnets, but unlike Peak, the magnets aren't so strong that you can detect them through the iPhone. Now, personally, I'm glad that MagBak has been able to stay consistent with the magnet layout so that the mag strips I've placed around the house still kind of work. Simple accessories like the MagBak bridge for your MagSafe charger also help you feel more comfortable investing into MagBak's ecosystem, and it's not hard to get into the ecosystem since a case is only $55. It comes with 2 MagSticks and a spare 3M sticky. Like an Apple silicone case by itself is $50, so an extra $5 you get a lot more functionality.
Now, if you're wondering, the magnets on the MagBak don't show through the iPhone like the Peak design magnets do, though they're definitely stronger than the magnets on the Apple cases. As a side note, with our magnetic field detection pen, the back of Apple's MagSafe cases don't actually register. That's how weak the magnets are. When it comes to protection, this thin silicone case is going to offer more drop protection than your typical silicone case, but it's not as tough as a dual or triple layered case. The corners of this case do have an air pocket, which basically acts as a tiny airbag for the corners of your iPhone on a corner drop. Now, despite having better design edges, they will come off easier than a mouse or rock form case. We had no issues with accessing our iPhones in the MagBak cases. Cutouts at the bottom of the case didn't feel sharp, and the mute switch cutout was large enough for easy access. The side edges of the case are lower and aren't that noticeable. The bottom edge of the case is also lower, so you don't feel the case when you unlock it. The MagSticks themselves are 3 neodymium magnets embedded in a small aluminum platform. These sticks can basically go anywhere, but the problem you're going to run into is that placing these sticks on vertical surfaces will result in your iPhone being mounted vertically as well. You might be able to offset the iPhone a bit with the Mag Wallet, but still keep that in mind. If you're worried about putting the magnet on an angle, like on the contour of your dash, don't worry, the magnets on the case and on the stick are strong enough. The MagBak Wallet is one of our highest rated MagSafe wallets. Why? Because it has a high card capacity, a divider to improve case access to your most used cards, and if you use the wallet with a MagBak case, you can use the wallet as a stand for both portrait and landscape modes, though the entire setup isn't terribly stable. The wallet also includes a finger loop that is easy to use, is comfortable, and even though it doesn't sit flush with the wallet, is flexible enough that it doesn't get in the way.
Now, we usually don't talk about chargers when it comes to accessories, but out of the batch of 20-watt chargers that we've tested over the last couple of years, the MagBak charger was number 3 in terms of speed. So if you're already committed to getting some MagBak products and need a charger, just go with the MagBak one. On to the multi-charger, and when it comes to these chargers, I'm just going to assume that they're very, very large. The majority of multi-chargers that we have are monstrosity. So when I got the MagBak multi-charger, I actually thought I had not gotten it since it was so tiny. Now, I'll be honest with you, my bias towards this product was that because it's so minimal, it probably wasn't very good at charging things. But this multi-charger can charge your Apple devices just as fast, actually faster in our case by about 5 minutes in our 10 to 50% charge test than Apple's own MagSafe charger. The charge speeds for the Apple Watch Series 7s were about the same, charging my Apple Watch from dead to 90% in about 45 minutes. So ultra slim profile, fast charge speeds. Isn't this the perfect third-party charger? The only problem I see is that it doesn't follow Apple's recommended MagSafe recommendations. So what does this mean? It's kind of up to you.
So what's the Achilles heel?
I think we need a drink first.
Drink first. Not oysters, please.
Why?
I won't drink it.
Why?
I can't make it through another one of those. Okay, good start. Not oysters. What's on the rim?
This is a maple bacon old-fashioned with bacon dust.
I have so many questions. Did you make the dust? Did you buy the dust?
Made everything. All right, what's the Achilles heel?
These cases are so gross. So with the wallet on, you can't really tell, but then you take the wallet off and like, whoa.
Who's dirtier?
You are, but you can tell more on mine because mine's blue.
Yeah, like it takes a lot of wiping, and like I am so surprised because when I was using the red ones, I didn't discolor like that.
It could be like the cream I use that is just greasy.
So I know in the video we said go with the lighter colored things, but after this long-term usage thing, maybe go with the darker ones, the black or the gray, if you're afraid that your case is going to turn out like that. I'm not as fussed about the greasiness because the functionality with the wallet, to me this is a really good setup. So I'm a big fan of the product, just gross.
With the wallet though, like you can't really tell that much.
Yeah.
It's okay with the wallet.
So that's all we got for this video. Questions, comments, leave them down there. If you want to help us out, get all your stuff through our links. We'll have Amazon links for the MagBak system. We've got a direct link for MagBak as well. If there's another mounting system you want us to check out, leave that in the comment section below. We've got a box full of Rockform stuff. Just spent $400 on it, and I can't pass judgment on it. I'm still working on my opinion of it.
That's an interesting flavor. Like it totally tastes like bacon. Mm-hmm. Does it have like bacon fat in it? Mm-hmm. I can taste it.
So if you want to know exactly what we did, go check that video out because it takes like 3 days to prepare. What else can I do, Val? Help the channel out.
You can support us through Patreon. You can also like, subscribe, comment, share this video. And I think that's it.
Thanks for watching. That is just a weird drink.
Mm-hmm. We already know that you are. We did a whole video about it.
We did?
Yeah, what grows on your cases.